He stands here for 2 minutes.
Kids today talk about aura.
This is the coldest shit I've ever seen in my life. Can you imagine? What's he thinking? I'd have a hard thing.
He's probably thinking like, yeah, touch my dick now, Dad. Touch my dick now, Dad, when I'm the most popular guy in the world. I'll fucking kill you. I'll have a stadium of people rip you apart.
Crazy.
Like military garb.
It's fucking crazy. It's so sick.
It's got a bandolier of golden bullets. You know that while most people are going crazy, there's a couple dudes in the crowd that's like, all right,
it's enough.
Second half.
Enough. Second half.
Another whole half of football will be played.
I'm down 10.
This is at Dallas Cowboys Stadium, too. Fucking America's team at the time. The shit, people were probably going nuts.
Oh, dude. I wonder who played the Super Bowl. I don't even know what year this is. That's really it. The pause is crazy. It's so cool. Yeah, what, are you into He-Man? What's going on?
That's his power, Mark.
What?
He can say it. I have the power. You're a...
What race is he, man?
Hyperborean.
Hyperborean.
Aryan.
From Mars, obviously.
I have one big thing, but I'd like to save that for the end because it's a little somber. It's pretty disgusting. Oh, I got some stuff for you. This stuff I almost texted you and called you about. Familiar with Capitol Hill?
Capitol Hill?
You ever hear that term?
Yeah.
So Capitol Hill is the neighborhood in D.C. where the Capitol building is.
Yeah.
And the Capitol building is at the highest point in Capitol Hill.
Why wouldn't it be?
In Rome, Mark, Capitoline Hill was one of the 7 hills of Rome where they had a temple to Jupiter, which was a symbol of eternity. Prior to that, Mark, it was dedicated to the god Saturn. So we've got the fucking Capitol building, which is like all Washington's.
Where everything gets done.
All Washington's. I don't think that's where his statue was, but that's where the painting, the ceiling painting of him with all.
Yeah, where's that statue of him though?
I think that's in a museum in D.C. But I think the painting is the ceiling in the Capitol building.
That's the Capitol building, yeah.
So it's got that like
is just Jupiter.
Washington, Jupiter, Saturn.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if Washington is a real person. Who even knows?
Maybe he's part of the history that got made up. I'm still out to lunch on that shit.
No, this could be all bullshit. It could all be a psyop.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time grabbing onto anything right now because it's all just.
Do you see Trump militarized the police in D.C.? You see that?
Sort of.
People are freaking out, saying he's annexing the city or something, saying like, it's a dictatorship takeover. He wants to. All they're doing is just. This is from my understanding. I watched one fucking video. Apparently, like FBI, ATF, all those. Like alphabet people, they're all
the IRS.
Probably not. I fucking hope not. That'd be insane. They start knocking on your door asking for your fucking tax returns.
Hey,
but no,
if you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to worry about. IRS with cop tactics.
I guess they're just like walking around helping the police, but like some dude was out smoking on his porch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and like those people come walking through.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's only temporary. I think it's only
it's
for
a
like
classic
so many
thing.
days.
Both sides are gay.
Yeah, like I don't get like you keep seeing all this shit and it's like
all the left people freak out saying how it's so crazy what Trump's doing. Meanwhile, it's like you guys did a quarantine for 3 fucking years. Like talk about a police state or whatever. If you were on the road without the right paper, they'd hang you. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, all the Republican tough guys that talk about like less government, that used to be the classic Republican thing. Now it's like, sure, patrol my streets. How else will we be safe?
Yeah. Well, no, it's also the same thing of like, they're like, look what Trump's doing. He's doing a dictatorship. You should have voted left. You should have did this. You should have. It's like, yo, they're working together. Like, no matter who the fuck's in there.
Yeah. No.
The playbook is out. It's done. Like, they already know what they're doing. They're just unveiling this shit.
It's like continuing to be upset at every new symptom of a disease, but refusing to address the root cause of the disease.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get pissed that I'm having, like, flare-ups or whatever, and I'm acne breakouts, but I refuse to go and get the root cause treated by an actual doctor. I just want to bitch about my symptoms. The Capitol Hill thing with Rome, they had this guy, Cincinnatus, who everyone compared Washington to, because he did the same thing where, like, he won all the battles, but, like, didn't want to be in charge. And even when he got put in charge, he was still like, all right, but I'm only going to do it for a little bit.
Yeah.
So while I'm looking this shit up, I see him, and then I see an article. It's like, Biden, the new Cincinnatus. And so they took Cincinnatus compared to Washington for, the things I just said.
Yeah.
And then they compared Biden to Washington based on, they said Washington was old. And then they literally have quotes in there where Washington's like, yeah, I'm feeling like my mental faculties slip away. And they still voted him in for a second term. And he's like, I wonder if I have it anymore. Not at all like what happened.
Man has lead poisoning.
Where the dude's, Biden's fucking falling apart. He's like, I'd do 3 terms.
I'll do it again.
So not the same at all. And then they just equated Biden to Cincinnatus through Washington, but not for any of the same reasons. Like, they were both old. He's basically like that other guy who was great. It's like, what?
But they buy this shit. They're, like, fully in. These people, like, they let that shit fully take over their life. They get so dug into, like, politics and bullshit.
I had a breakthrough about the Noah Ham story.
Okay.
Remember where we left off with that?
Yes.
Where it's like...
Kind of, yes.
Well, it seems like he raped his dad, and we hope that isn't true, but it seems like that's the case.
Yeah.
I think I have a translation that sheds light on it. You remember how it said he uncovered someone's nakedness, and we read it, and we found out, like, I guess that means rape. What we didn't read at the time was that you could mean it about the person, but I guess because things are so male-dominant at the time, you could also mean their wife when you say him. So it could have been Ham fucking Noah's wife, his mom. And then that's why it would make sense that Ham, we thought, uncovers Noah. What?
How's it relate to his wife again?
When they say uncovered someone's nakedness, he's talking about we uncovered Noah's nakedness.
Yes. Because,
it's like how the Bible, they only mention the guys. So he's saying, when you say Noah, you could be talking about his wife too. Like when you reference a guy in that context of uncovered someone's nakedness, it's like that could apply to their spouse. It doesn't, because they're like not named often. So it's like, and everything's so fragmented and pieced together. Yeah. Maybe like the wife part got lost. I don't know. But that was just something I read. And it goes, so if Ham bunks his mom, that makes sense that Noah would punish Canaan. Because Canaan is like the wicked offspring of that incest. Because that's the other thing we couldn't figure out, where it's like, well, if Ham fucks him, then why does Canaan get punished? Ham's kid.
Because that would have been a son with his mom.
Canaan, yeah. Would have been the offspring.
Yeah, that would make sense.
He punished Canaan because he was the youngest. And everyone's like, but I thought Ham was the middle son. And it's like, ooh. But if he's talking about, like, if son could extend to, like, your descendants, your grandchildren, then Canaan is the youngest grandchild. So then that fits that part. So still a horrific thing, but potentially better than Ham, like, just seeing Noah and being like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that Hebrew.
Give me that leg, boy.
Which is just horrific.
Yeah, it's bad either way. But this seemed to make more sense.
Yeah, because then that kid would be...
Because we kept being like, well, why does Canaan just get bitched for something his dad does? When it's like, oh, he's either the offspring of the bad thing or he's the one that did it himself. When Noah references him as being the youngest one to do it. And it's like, oh, maybe Canaan is the one and he raped his grandma.
That which would be disgusting.
It's all bad. You know how sometimes we read the Bible and when they talk, there's like those rabbi discussions where it's like they've been arguing for years about what this means. They argued about if it was bad that Noah got drunk, and people were like, because they say how like virtuous he is, and it's like he wouldn't get drunk. And it's like the one guy's argument is that he didn't know the wine was going to make him drunk. He's like the first person on this new
who's tried wine.
Yeah, he has no idea. So that was that guy.
Funny.
It's like, how are you going to blame the guy?
I love that people argue about dumb shit like that.
Oh, the minutia.
Yeah.
It's like, so
no action.
You guys feel like you got to a good place on the who fucked Noah's ass.
Yeah. But not the wine.
Yeah.
Why he's drunk.
Well, yeah, that part we need to hammer out.
We haven't gotten there yet about the raping.
We've come to a bit of an impasse.
Noah's also just half Nephilim. He's a full hybrid.
Glowing.
He's glowing white. He's an albino reptilian.
Glowing white.
An albino reptilian. Isn't that crazy?
Did you see the thumbnail I made for tomorrow's episode?
Oh, I saw part. Yeah, I saw it for a second. I forgot what it is, though.
I gave him lizard eyes, which is very fun to just do to anybody.
That is fun.
I thought of doing a sketch about that. It's like, are you just putting lizard eyes? It's like, no, it's more than that. It's like, it seems like you're just calling them lizards and then you put the lizard eyes in. It's like, no.
Do they not have the features of the reptilian?
You're telling me you don't hear those long S's? Those are the videos that used to be about Obama. Be like, see?
Yeah. You see the facts. I get he could be a reptilian.
No, not the facts. It's pointing at like, see, he did.
I know.
And it's like, I don't think he did.
Yeah.
No, if you hit me with facts, I'm like,
when they say like, ooh, oh, he blinked weird.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Oh,
it's like he let his reptile eyes out for a second.
That's crazy.
There was some lady at some press conference, and everyone's like leaving and milling about, and she just stops and does this weird like head thing. And everyone's like, demon. And I'm like, listen, man, like I'm willing to believe it's a demon, but you got to do more homework than that. You can't just see someone go a little weirdo for like she could be on pills.
How do you explain the people freezing though?
Oh, like the weird glitchy shit. I've seen videos where cars just like
not even
fly up in the air.
Not even that. Just like when that wrestler dude like froze. Remember that video?
Oh, like and politicians and shit.
Yeah,
Katy Perry and shit.
What the fuck is that?
That I think is probably some kind of MK Ultra, because they do always do a good job of pointing. See, facts. They show like, oh, this is this person's handler. They're always around. They know how to like reset them or whatever. Person. Yeah. So when you give me a little bit more to go off of, I'm like, all right, MK Ultra victim, and I'm down to think someone got possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
But it could just be a bitch on pills.
Was talking about 5G, and it got me thinking. I wonder if 5G is the silent version of like the propaganda sirens in like towns and shit, where they're telling you the same thing over and over again, just to like affirm the narrative for like when the Nazis would blast like Hitler's speeches and shit. What if 5G is just a silent version of that? So we're getting blasted subconsciously in our head, like the narrative or like what they want us to believe, or like how to make us think if they want us to be like, oh, put them on edge today. Crank up the thing.
Yeah, I never looked enough into it. I'm sure it could like, are you saying with specific thoughts or just more like making people agitated and shit?
That probably more, but like what if you could like tune in?
Because I feel like they
like
just
specific messages of like.
I feel like the specifics are like more weaponized from social media and the news and media in general, but mood wise, I could see, because that's like frequency and shit. So I don't know enough about 5G.
And then from that, it makes it easier to like you almost get like hypnotized from like, because now the media's telling you shit. And now you got the 5G in your head.
Or maybe it sets your brain to, you know how they talk about like alpha waves and delta, like you do one when you sleep and one when you're problems. Maybe they just put your brain into a constant state of like docile, like do what you're told, listen. So then you're just like, yeah, the guy said the thing. Why aren't we doing that? Instead of being like, well, the thing doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? No, put on the mask.
Put
on the mask.
They were showing a thing about how like you can track people through Wi-Fi because it's like a signal that bounces around. And the funny meme that was going around was like, damn, I got to go back about 10 years to apologize to the conspiracy guys that told me this is what was happening. And it's like,
no, they're right.
Hey,
it's fucked up.
Wrong plenty, but right sometimes.
Like that Nostradamus dude. If you make a million predictions, you're going to be a prophet maybe.
Or what's that guy, Edward Casey?
You get a bunch of shit right. Yeah.
The sleeping prophet?
Yeah.
Or Madam...
Webb.
Gay.
Yeah.
Movie gay. Character fun. No, it was Madam Blagava, some Russian lady. Madam...
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Some of it would be just to think that you're tapped in. Because
War Mode was like... War Mode goes... Yeah, because they do these things. Everything is it's a three words, three syllable. You know, Black Lives Matter. You know, flatten the curve. It's like all these things that hypnotize
drain
you.
The swamp.
Yeah, drain the swamp. Exactly.
Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets.
I was gonna say that's just chanting. That's just things that you can chant.
But that's the thing. That's what they're saying. They're like, what if this is basically magic? What if that's
this is basically magic?
What if that's the spell? That's part of the spell of this.
Because when you're speaking,
this dark religion that all these elites are part of.
Don't get me wrong, man. I think there's like shit to some of that, but also
like what if the first religion we're trying to figure out, like, because we go back in all these religions and shit, and we're like, oh, it just all leads back to this person. Then you find out that there is some older thing that like, oh, well that was taken from this thing. It's like, what if the first one is just whatever these fucking elites are on?
That's the thing, like when the Russians told the Khazars to pick a real religion, it's because they were doing fucking magic, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. And then I was reading that dude's book, and then I threw it all in ChatGPT, and I did like an outline thing, and I was like going through it again. And he was saying the Khazars turned, this is also like mainstream history, that they picked Judaism because the one side they had the Christian Byzantium, yeah. And then the other side they had the Arab Caliphate. So they didn't want to stay independent. They picked Judaism.
So it said the Jews had like good relations because they just kind of went around like they were merchants. They weren't like they don't have like an empire, an army or something to
no, exactly,
threaten anyone with.
You want to hear an overview of that book?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. They got apparently, like, Khazaria, they became a significant power in the 7th and 10th century CE, which is during the Charlemagne era. I just know he pops up a lot.
Dude, it was either him or Constantine, I can't remember, but one of them popped up in my fucking family tree, and I didn't write it down at the time because I was like, oh, when I go back through, I'll find it. And
I think it was Charlemagne.
I'm pretty sure.
You told me on lunch.
Yeah, and I cannot for the life of me. Huh?
We should just start recording my lunches.
Yeah, the bonus.
But, yeah, no, I think it was Charlemagne.
You call, I'm like, hold on. All right, speak.
You're coming in clear. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I got 15 minutes left. They were positioned strategically between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. They converted Judaism 740, so they can remain independent, whatever. He argues that Mongol invasions destroyed the Khazarian Empire.
Oh, you mean fake Mongols?
Fake Mongols.
Mongols that were part of the 1,000 years that don't exist?
Exactly.
Those Mongols? Yeah, sure.
Dude, he says they come, they fuck them up, and then I think they come back later and just really end them. Like, really figure it out. But, yeah, after that, they migrated westwards and, like, integrated themselves with Jewish community. One of the big Khazarian kings, King Joseph, he said, this is a quote, I guess, said, we are sons of Khazar, the seventh son of Dorgrama, tracing ancestry to Japeth, not Shem. Straight lines of Japeth, right? Which I have this long ass, it's like 900 pages or something, and it's like some thing that traces like Japheth's whole line.
So this is what I'm talking about. I have books like that too. People have been doing this forever, where they go, seems like everything lines up.
It's fucked up, and nobody's talking about it.
No, because it gets like, you don't get to get past a certain point with it. You get to like trot it around and be like, oh, that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't become history.
Yeah, and then they're going to clear out the Smithsonian, so who the fuck knows what they're throwing out? You know what I mean?
A lot of people that I've been enjoying on Twitter,
fucked.
they keep...
He's fucked.
Who?
Trump.
Oh.
He's fucked.
Well, he's not fucked because Israel runs the world. And
they fucked us.
Oh, they fucked us. Yeah. Right. They'll be fine.
Got bamboozled. I'm sorry. Keep going. They're going to clean out the museum.
Oh, just people I see on Twitter that I like, they're all pumped about it because they're like, yeah, we're going to get to the bottom. It's like, guys.
They're scrubbing it. Like, what?
Do you think they're going to go in there and be like, giant bones? Whoa. You guys.
Is that what people are saying?
People are tweeting at Elon Musk and Donald Trump thanking them. And I'm like, guys, can we not be pussies?
Are they just like...
I think they're like more optimistic than we are,
well,
is the thing. They're like more 100%. Regular people. They're not like...
They don't know the Jews run
reptiles,
the
world. Yeah. But I'm like, guys, they're not going to go down there and be like, Tatari in architecture.
Yeah. Wow.
They're going to go down and be like, guys... Turns out everything was just what we said. We just named the Grand Canyon shit Egypt stuff. We did that for fun. We made DC Rome for fun. It was just, homage. Doesn't mean anything.
Fucked.
The Tartaria dude on Twitter, I asked him because he said he has all these maps where they say American Tartary.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they're pre-Columbian. And I was like, but don't they only call it America? Because Columbus's co-explorer person was named like
Americano or something.
It was that's what I thought it was when I looked it up. It was like America or something. Okay. But yes, it might as well have been Americano. So I was like,
Agartha.
Why the fuck would they be calling it American Tartary if the only reason that America gets involved in the naming of it is
because of that dude?
Yeah. And he liked it and did not respond. And I was like, well, it seems big, no? Like, it seems like a pretty major
idea,
point.
Right? That's a plot hole, right?
Yeah. It wasn't like I tossed in like how about this? I was like, well, that would fuck this whole thing up. No. Obviously, I'm not coming at you. No. I'm sure you have a good answer. I just would like to hear it.
Yeah. Damn. Maybe we get him on the pod.
I think he lives in Illinois.
Really?
His
he wouldn't want to come in this.
Well, we still would do it over Zoom, but it's just as a talking point. No, his profile says like 300 miles south of Chilaga.
Really?
Yeah. Something like that.
That's funny. That'd be funny to just throw out there for like directions to somebody.
You're gonna want to head towards Cahokia.
Yeah. I mean, how fun was it to say Chilaga in Chicago when we were at that museum?
Oh,
that's the most fun.
Just to walk around that museum and be like, "Oh, you're doing studies here? Oh, you don't know about Chilaga?" Like try to big league an 18-year-old,
fucking pussy,
or a decade older with none of the ability to make money that he's about to have with his degree. We're just like, yeah, we put in the man hours on the YouTube.
Yeah, we actually researched Chilaga. It's a real place.
You ever scroll on Twitter till your eyes bleed?
Yeah. You ever hear the Phoenicians?
Yeah, punk bitch.
Apparently all that Egyptian shit in the Grand Canyon is from the Phoenicians.
I was stumbling into a little bit of that.
That's what Ike was saying. Grandmaster Ike.
He's the guy.
He's the man. He's the man.
That horrible thing that I might bring up later. I read it, and then Jones retweeted it and goes, CIA was involved. I was like, God damn it.
This will be good. This will be good. The back to Khazaria. That's the only major conversion of an entire nation to Judaism in history.
And much like the moon, where it's the only thing like that in the universe that we've uncovered, it's like, it's probably coincidence. Probably nothing.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
It's probably nothing to worry about or zero in on.
You have on one hand the country that is doing. On one hand, you have the country that is doing Babylonian black magic, and then you have them converting the entire country to Judaism. It's like, what the fuck? Like, What are we hiding, boys?
And it's like, I think if that happens any other time in history, we call it like a hostile takeover where they probably only convert because you kill them if they don't.
It's fucking crazy. Because you kill them.
It's weird that they were like all down to just sign up for a new religion.
I was looking a little bit into the Crusades. We're gonna have to go into those at some point.
The likely made up Crusades.
Bro, it's crazy if it's true. That shit's wild.
That's always where I hear they add the time in. It's the Dark Ages. And then they name because they say things that they have, and it's like, this shouldn't exist till the Renaissance.
Yeah, exactly.
The Tartarian guy was like, oh, Da Vinci? Copycat.
Copycat, yep, pussy.
He's like, you'll notice he never claimed to invent any of his creation.
Really? Is that fact?
I don't know. Bro, if I'm on the computer and I'm doing research, I vet things. If I'm scrolling Twitter, I read it and I say it.
You don't act Gronk, is this true?
Dude, those people are really... Those are the no internal monologue people.
Act Gronk.
They're outing themselves.
Yeah. Well, they're bought in. They're fucking...
Some of them do it just to, like, show off how smart Elon is. They're like, isn't it incredible he did this?
Yeah, you know what it probably is? How you have a little bit of that Ashkenazi blood in you. They probably have a lot more, so they're more susceptible to, like, the 5G and whatnot.
No. How would having more Ashkenazi make you more... They don't want to be susceptible to it.
Well, because you're susceptible to...
I'm susceptible to violence.
You're susceptible to the...
Agitation.
To the reptilian low frequencies and possession.
No.
Yes.
No. The reptilians are at the highest frequency. They run everything.
A little bit of that blood in you, of that golden blood.
Yes. So I have the ability to rise above.
I don't know about that.
Where I'm fucked up is... It's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I have conflicted. I'm trying to be a good Zen Garden of Eden monk,
but then
warrior poet.
But then Hyde comes out. Oh, you'd be a warrior poet? You would slaughter a man and then write a haiku.
No. You do war for years, then you retire to the field and
do poetry.
And you only raise your weapon again if they threaten your family.
If someone
and they come on my land, I go,
no.
Get that katana.
No fucking
Get the sword, get the katanas.
I
throw my hat like Raiden through someone. And they
wear a hat? Would it be like
a rice patty hat?
Oh, a rice patty hat.
Like Raiden.
I was thinking like a fedora. Like what's his face and
Austin
Powers. He doesn't throw the hat, he throws his shoe.
Yeah.
He has that type of hat.
Yeah, I forget what it is. That guy raped people in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
Christian's never seen those movies. We started rewatching them. It was incredible.
Yeah, I showed them to my sister. They're great.
What were you saying?
I think that being 1% Ashkenazi doesn't make me more susceptible to 5G. 5G's for the goys, the cattle. By having a little bit of Ashkenazi, if anything, I'd be less susceptible to it. I'm susceptible to the rage. Or are you talking about...
The rage? Like the reptile rage?
Yeah, the violence.
I see.
I snap.
I see. Interesting.
That's why my 99% human self is like self-deprecating, and my 1% is like, I'm the best.
I am the best.
I should be in charge. I should be running this. And then the rest of me is like, well, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
no. You should kill him and then become the king.
Become the king of the land.
Become the king of Khazar.
Khazaria, New Israel. In 965, I don't know how to say his name. Slyudoslav.
Yep.
Defeated the Khazars. He is the Grand Prince of Kiev.
Ukraine.
A lot of this goes back to Ukraine, which, as you can see, that's where.
I got a thing on that. If you'll bear with me for one moment.
After that, Khazar they went to like a reduced form for about 200 plus years. They had semi-independent enclaves in the Caucasus and Crimea.
I can't find it.
That's all we're war.
Oh, no, it is this. The real reason we're at war with Ukraine is because Zionist Bolshevik never lost. They just infiltrated America and slowly worked to take it over. Victoria Nuland is a descendant of the Khazar kingdom and wants that land under NATO control. So it goes back to this conflict. It's like the Israel-Palestine thing, where it's like these are ancient conflicts that are just, or not even ancient conflicts, more so like ancient land that they want back now.
Yeah.
It's like Kiev. It's like, yeah, they want Kiev back.
You want to hear something that fucked me up? That is not true. Because I then had to look into it later because I was really fucked up in this. You know, I'm researching all of this while I'm getting my iron infusion, right? And this,
what you're reading?
All these nurses are walking around, and like, you know me, I'm like, hey, how we doing? They love me. At some point, they're like, I'm talking to them about, oh yeah, it's good, and then I go back down to being like 99% of Jews aren't.
Yeah, there's probably 5 Jewish doctors.
99% of Jews aren't Semite. As I'm reading all this shit.
You see one Jewish doctor has an Israel flag, and you're like, I'm not going in there, right?
Like, who's this?
He'll chop my dick off.
Who's this fucking heave? This is not true, but it fucked me up, and I had to vet it later. In 1106, in a Russian chronicle, mentions Ivan the Khazar as a high-ranking military commander. When I highlighted the name and I searched it, it pulled up Ivan the Terrible, first Tsar of Russia, right? So I'm like, Ivan the Terrible is a fucking Khazar? King Charles is related to Ivan the Terrible.
Bing, bang, boom.
Dracula, the thing that Dracula, and per Jones, from Alex Jones, he goes to Dracula's castle once a year, and he brings albino children. He brings little white boys to add to Dracula's castle once a year.
You ever heard of Dracula?
This fucking, I looked it up. It's true. This is crazy. Isn't that crazy? Nobody says anything.
People worried about bringing red cows over to fucking Israel. How about
that's what I
the
mean.
Kids to Dracula's house?
The heifers.
They did a practice run, I heard.
Did they really? That's the next step.
He said that there was
Bro, they're going to fucking blow up that dome of that thing's going to be gone. And that's what's going to start this war in 2027. It's just going to get wild.
In the UK.
And then it's going to everybody's going to turn on the Jews. And then they're going to drop the Judaism shit. And it's going to be something else. And then they're going to make Greater Israel. And they're going to have the other temple. And they're going to be Khazaria. That's what this one thing I was reading was saying. Not this dude, but yeah. Sorry, keep going. Apparently this dude says that the 6-pointed star originates from here. The use of the Star of David.
I heard that they were using it in Babylon as like the way people in movies do pentagrams.
Really?
Hexagon.
A classic. Final destruction of the Jew of the Khazar in
so fucked up like a child come home with geometry homework and I'm like launch her book across the room. Like, no hexagons in this house.
We're not doing this shit.
Has to explain to her teacher like my dad is like anti-Semitic, and he says we can't have hexagons or Saturn images in the house.
It would be devastating to have a kid and like,
I'd bite my tongue.
Having to go along with, I guess I would be hard with like your sister.
Or Nick's kid.
Yeah.
Just not poison, think everything he's doing is crazy.
Khazaria is Greater Israel. Khazaria is greater.
Do your own taxes. Don't let them. That's how they get you.
Apparently there's some people in Crimea that still have a Khazarian Turkish dialect. They preserve it. This dude's whole thing basically is that there's no Jewish race, right? Jews are
is
more.
there a Hebrew race?
Jews are more physically similar to their host populations than other Jews. So like a Jew over here isn't going to look like another Jew over there. They're not like a race. They're a type of people.
Well, they're the weird religious group race thing.
So then he goes, anti-Semitism then becomes, it's meaningless. Like like we were saying, the people, they're not even Semite. Like, why are we saying anti-Semitism? Why are you an anti-Semite if you don't like Israel? Like, none of these people are Semite.
Yeah.
They're all fucking Khazaria and Ashkenaz, like.
And they're not like a uniform people, so you can't think like, even if you were a racist back in the day and you were like, oh, black people aren't full people, that spreads from like American to African. Jews are all over the place, so you can't be like, they're not real people. It's like, well, you probably come from one of the places that they live in, so like, you can't really be like, they're lesser than. You can just not like them.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You can just choose to
listen.
be prejudiced.
Listen to this shit, because I didn't know this, and then I almost shit myself at this IV place when I noticed this. So there's a difference between Ashkenazi and Sephardic Jews. Do you know the difference?
Isn't Sephardics the one that are Semitic? They're like the actual Middle Eastern ones?
I think so. Those are the ones that came.
And Ashkenazis are like the Italianish ones?
Those there's about 500,000 descendants of their descendants of the Spanish Jews that were expelled in 1492.
Sephardic?
Yeah. Ashkenazi, which there's 11 million of them, according to originally meant 11 million. There's roughly 11.
According to the same census, it said 6 million of them went missing.
The term originally meant Germany, but biblically it refers to people near Mount Ararat.
Which term?
Ashkenazi. Biblical Ashkenazi. The biblical Ashkenazi, that dude. Remember that guy from the brother of Torma?
It's like Nimrod's
nephew
uncle
to Magog. He claimed Khazarian. He's apparently Khazarian. Like that's that line.
So then, yeah, they would
you'll
come
like
from,
this.
Japeth then, right?
Yeah, you'll like this. This was in this book. The cranial index between the two, between the Ashkenazi and the Sephardic Jews. Sephardic Jews typically are long-headed, while Ashkenazis are more broad-headed. You're a head size and shape kind of guy.
I think it's notable.
It is something notable to bring up.
I'm a stats guy. We're doing the combine. I want everything. I want all the measurements. Dick size, ball hang, skull size.
This fucked me up. Ashkenazi, right? Put a space between the E and the N, and it spells Nazi.
You never noticed that?
I never noticed
that. Oh, yeah.
Today. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That Jews would have a type of Jew with Nazi in the name.
That's fucked up.
And then the Nazis who seem to wear snarls.
Dude, I almost shit myself at that place today.
It's almost like an homage. Like, oh, we'll just call them the Nazi party.
Fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Basically, his overarching thing for that whole book is that the majority...
Ashka means like we are. We are Nazis.
We are Nazis. Modern Jewry. He says Jewry a lot. I love it.
It is an interesting term.
The majority of modern Jewry descends not from the biblical Israelites, but from the Khazars, a Turkish people that converted to Judaism in the 8th century.
Which
later migrated westward to Poland, Lithuania, forming demographic biases of Eastern European Jewry, the most Jewry of the world. So he's saying that majority of Jews are Ashkenazi. Those Jews came from this land called Khazaria.
It's crazy how...
And all those people switched to Judaism like that.
Yeah.
It's the only country in the world to switch everybody to Judaism. And then somehow all the Jews majority of Jews are traced back to those people somehow. Which is weird. It's fucked up. And then,
believe me, I got a bit of a tree.
How's that coming?
I stopped working on it because it's too crazy.
Are you done with it?
I mean, I have it still.
Yeah.
I can't keep committing time to it because then I don't do other things, but
I get stuck on this.
Like I said, I got it to connect. I have like 10 fucking families that are all related to each other, from German Jewish families that then connect to the prominent American families that came over on like the fucking Mayflower, and then eventually
Tucker.
He's got to be connected. If his family was on the Mayflower, he's probably connected to Roosevelt's, because I think they had 3 people on the Mayflower.
Man's compromised. They all are.
Everyone's fucking.
It's fucked.
The thing Candace Owens was an actress.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Like,
dude,
that really Nick Fuentes dude, I think, is because he's blown up recently. Every time I go anywhere, I see his shit.
Yeah,
and I think that's got to be like, oh, he's.
Bro, I wonder about all
bought.
this. I had that thought yesterday and it fucked me out, bro. It was like, I wonder if the government pays for actors to just be like, hey, you're gonna play the role. We're gonna pay you X amount of money a year. You're gonna play this role of this person.
Or do you think they just do it through 10 different companies in between? So Candace Owens thinks she's doing a real thing, when really, if you follow the money, it's like, yeah, the U.S. government pays for that. Or do you think, like,
maybe
it's just 1-to-1? The CAA is like...
I would like to think it's that linear, but it can't be.
I don't think people are good enough actors for that. You know what I mean? Like, the stress of knowing the CIA is your boss would probably fuck people. But if you just think, like, yeah,
if you're just getting...
I got to where I am because I grinded away. And it's like, you had a lot of things... break the right way for you.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, what if it's just like she just has to play the character? They're going to put all the pieces in place. They're paving the way for her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she doesn't know that the CIA is doing that for her. She thinks like, I'm just...
saying. I was going to say either or. I think it would be easy. Yeah. Fuck you up. It'd be crazy. How come we can't get one of those calls?
That's why we're taking it upon ourselves to go to the lodge.
We'll get paid. I'll get paid by the CIA. I'll say whatever you want. Whatever you want.
You want to hear the thing that the CIA was involved in?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how all the CIA part I know is just that Jones claims that they were involved. But I read this whole fucking article. It's a New Yorker article called "The German Experiment That Placed Foster Children with Pedophiles."
I can see that.
So there's this kid, Marco. He's like 5. His mom is working 2 jobs. His dad divorced. So, like, he is running around outside. It's not, like, neglected, but the mom's just busy. Yeah. He gets hit by a car, goes to the hospital, where then... Child Services decides that the mom can't take care of him because, he's running around.
Classic.
So they give him to this dude named Henkel. This is his last name. Henkel had 9 sons in less than 20 years, 9 foster sons. Like, he's like the go-to guy in that area. Like, oh, I'll take him in. Henkel.
These people have to be creeps.
Well, in this circumstance, yeah. Henkel is advised by a dude named Kentler, who's like the biggest sex psychologist, like psychologist involving sex and, expression and all that stuff. Like,
hell yeah.
And they're coming out of the era of Nazi stuff where they said, how Germans are regarded as like being kind of cold and like kind of like not too emotional.
But also kinky.
Well, that's kind of what we're... So
imagine these Nazi sex parties.
Well, I think the Nazis is what started, because they said there was a cultural reaction to kind of like button up because of how horrible you didn't want to like do anything that was seen as like impolite or out of good order. So I think the kinkiness came from everyone being repressed, acting like we don't have these urges and feelings.
In the shadows, we put on the leather.
Oh, yeah, the shadows are rough in this story. So as you're reading the article, they're just throwing in like quotes from people. So it's like, yeah, the 5-year-old Marco goes to Henkel's house. One caseworker said the boy was an attractive boy who was easy to influence. And you go like, well, that's a weird thing to say about a 5-year-old.
It's an odd thing to describe someone as. I wouldn't.
A teacher of one of the boys noted that Henkel always wanted contact with his foster sons. And another caseworker noted that it appeared like Henkel was in a homosexual relationship with one of his foster sons. None of these things go anywhere. Like, a public prosecutor tried to investigate, but Henkel's advisor, Kentler, who's like Mr. Big psychologist guy at the time, keeps being like, oh no, I've worked with him. He's a tremendous expert in childcare. Like he knows what he's doing.
This guy works for the man.
Who?
Kepler.
No. Kentler, no. I'll get to the setup. Henkel said that Marco was excited about almost everything that was offered to him, which seems like a fucking diabolical thing to say.
Yeah.
Where you're almost like taunting a reporter, where it's like, yeah, he's so excited about almost everything. Like the 10 minutes at night that I go into his room, he doesn't love that part, but so everyone like kind of, it seems like people know that shit's fucked up, but they also know that they can't do anything about it, so they're just kind of like, well, okay. So Henkel would bring these kids 200 miles from where they lived to go see Kentler so he could like talk to them and like not fully do therapy, but kind of like poke and prod and ask questions and shit. Henkel would come into the boys' room at night and ask to cuddle, and the boys said that they knew they couldn't say no. Marco's older foster brothers didn't talk to him, but the younger one did, and they both wouldn't talk about it, but like both knew what was happening to the other one. So one time, Marco brings a fucking knife to bed with him, and Henkel backs up out of the room, calls Kentler, puts him on the phone. The kid tells Kentler that there's a devil behind his wall, and Kentler's like, oh, no, there's no devils, da-da-da-da-da. They screw his birth mom out of the entire situation. Like, she keeps trying to come back for monthly visits, because, like, you're not adopted, it's a foster home. Like, the mom's supposed to be able to get him back at some point.
Yeah.
They just shut that shit down. They start mind-fucking this kid into, like, what are you going to go tell the caseworker? Like, I don't want to see my mom. So he's in a room with his mom, like, after a big deposition, and she's, like, trying to give him, like, little presents, and is trying to, like...
What year is this?
This is, like, after World War II. So, like, the 50s, I think.
50s, okay.
I think maybe I'm off by a little bit, but...
Which on paper looks beautiful.
Oh,
the 50s?
Here. I don't know, Europe, I don't know what goes on over there. They're all like rebuilt. We're like, glad that World War's over. Yeah. Time to have 4 kids. Woo! Yeah, they're like, all right, time to rebuild our homes.
They rebuilt it over. Yeah, they rebuilt over there. We got psyoped in a suburbia.
Yeah. Who's the real loser?
Yeah, exactly.
So this poor fucking kid, like, tells his mom he doesn't want to see her anymore. Like, heartbreaking shit.
Yeah.
And then whenever he would have these, like, meetings with her once every few months, afterwards he would become dyslexic and would piss his pants. Like, this kid's, like, fucked up.
Yeah.
He's also... The foster dad is telling him not to, like, be good at school, like, be disruptive. So that and he had to keep changing schools because of that. And I think the thinking is, like, oh, if you go to school, you'll eventually become friends with the kid and you'll get close enough and you'll say something. But if you go in, you're a dickhead to everyone, and they keep moving you around, you're never going to, like, actually get close to someone. Yeah. So all you'll know is this. So they're kind of like they admitted, he goes, even though he was getting abused and he could have left at 18, he stayed there till he was 22. And when they asked him at later, he's like, I had never been, like, taught how to think. Like, I was empty-headed. Yeah. Like, he's just all trauma, this kid. So...
Which that's how you get, like,
MK Ultra. You do trauma, and then that splits their personality, so then they can go do crazy shit.
That's how you get an Oswald. That's how you get
Oh, yeah.
Someone just go do some shit.
A pawn.
A crooks.
So whenever they're speaking to child psychologists and stuff, this Henkel dude, like, sits outside the door. There was one time where they started before he was outside the door seated, so he, like, barged in, punched the therapist in the face. And again, Kentler's like, trust me, he's a man of strong emotions. Yeah. That's what makes him so good with these troubled kids. And everyone just has to, like, shut the fuck up because he's Mr. Big Shot.
He's the man.
A judge pulled the kid to the side and was like, are you sure everything's going okay? And he's like, yeah, I don't want my mom to visit. I'm scared of my real dad. I'm not scared when I'm with Henkel. Like, all scripted stuff. The judge is, like, seeing through the bullshit. And then the kid lets slip it in, and he's like, I get scared at night sometimes, though. but the judge can't, like, go off of that. Like, there's nothing tangible. And then this fucking guy Kentler goes and tells the judge, like, yeah, I think he shouldn't see his birth family for at least 2 years. It's just too troublesome. So, Kentler also had, like, in some speech, he goes, as a psychologist, you're the engineer of the manipulatable soul. And you're like, what? Don't you get into psychology to, like, help people?
Yeah.
Not manipulate their soul? So then we start finding out about Kentler. His dad was like, what do you think of Germany? Like authoritative, not very emotional. So when he gets into psychology, he swings everything the other way because now it's like, more not hippie yet, but things are getting a little bit more like loose and free. And he's leading the charge on all that shit. In 1976, the Green Party wanted to abolish the age of consent for sex between kids and adults. That's like a top three biggest. It's not like a fringe party. It's like their three main players. One of them was like, what if people could fuck kids?
It doesn't matter.
What if that was cool? Because they said that, and they had experimental daycares where children were encouraged to be naked and explore each other's bodies. So they, like, overcorrected, swung way far the other way.
A Khazarian Jew saying this?
I don't know. I don't think he's Jewish. I think his dad was a Nazi.
Ashkenazi.
I had that thought too, where I'm like, well, if they make the Nazis, who's to say they're not part of the Nazis sometimes?
Brother? Who's to say they're not killing the Shephetic Jews or whatever the fuck?
So as far as being, like, a guy who's working for someone, he is connected to some big players because he sits on, like, department heads and committees. And there's one guy that goes on to be the Chancellor of Germany and who won the Nobel Peace Prize. And there's another dude that goes on to be the ambassador between USA and Germany. And he was also a Harvard president. So you're like, okay, Harvard, fucking U.S. ambassador, and Chancellor of Germany. And it's like, all right, maybe he's connected. This fucking psychologist goes into, like, the urban underground of Germany and makes friends with, quote, one of the most sought-after child prostitutes in the area, a 13-year-old boy named Ulrich. He noted that because Ulrich was handsome and liked sex, pedophiles would probably take care of him, and sex could be, like, his payment towards housing.
Because he likes it.
He doesn't do this because that'd be a crime. He goes to the Berlin Senate and they approve his idea. So now that it's illegal to do it. So he would fine pedophiles, not put them in jail, but set them up as foster fathers. Many of the children, because they're, like, traumatized already and, like, living on the street, they can't read or write. So they're, like, the lawmakers saw these kids as, like, gone. Like, they're done already. Yeah. So if this gives them some path to being better, yeah, sure, why not? Because otherwise they're just going to...
What's it matter?
...be nothings on the street anyway. And he used the word, who's going to put up with these feeble-minded boys? Meaning, like, a regular orphanage wouldn't want to deal with them because they're stupid. He goes, these pedophiles will because they're in love with them. Like, they're not hiding anything. Yeah. It's crazy, the word, like, the quotes that are... There's no surviving paperwork of this being approved, and the records pertaining to it are all missing, unsorted, or sealed.
So nobody could see it?
There's been, like, 3 investigations.
This is the German government?
Yeah.
Jesus.
They say that people were going along with all this because, like I was saying before, if you push back against this, it makes you seem like a Nazi because Nazis were against homosexuality and against, they wanted everyone buttoned up and in line. So the second things were like a little loosey-goosey. You can't call bullshit on it because they're going to be like,
I'm a Nazi.
Yeah, which is the playbook today still.
Yeah.
I did the asterisk to that, though. World War II ends, Germany becomes... I was texting you about this,
Germany's fucked, I think, after World War II.
But Germany becomes like, oh, we're going to be Jews' biggest fans to make up for, you know how like for decades they're like, you can't do anything. Yeah. You can't make jokes or nothing. Like they don't take that shit seriously. Gay people were still outlawed for like 20 years after. So it's like.
And who knows about the gypsies?
All the other people, like, did they like black people all of a sudden? Or, you know, like, why was Jews the only one that they were like, actually, we love you guys, funnily enough. Everyone else were like, well, stop putting you in camps, but we don't like you. You're not going to be legal still. Yeah. So I don't really know. Part of me is wondering maybe if they approved it because they're part of the pedophile ring. You know what I mean? So who the fuck knows?
That makes sense. Which War Mode says it's all just part of this ancient religion they're all part of.
When Hankel's neighbor played loud music, he told his kids that he wanted to drill holes in 2 microwaves and aim them through the wall to give his neighbor a heart attack. Through microwaves.
Can you do that?
Yeah. That's what the Army uses as force fields. They post...
As force.
They have like...
Oh, that's like... It's the big dish, then they... You get hit with like those heat rays or whatever the fuck.
They start boiling your insides, and people say that they like can't move and think, and they just are fucked up for a second. There's people that talk about they got to like the edge of a cave mouth, and people feel weird about going inside. And then like if you step to the entrance, I
remember that about the Grand Canyon one.
Yeah, there's a lot of cave stories about that. And this military dude was like, honestly, when people describe that, it sounds a lot like the microwaves things that we had in the Army.
Yeah.
So
who's to say they just don't have little versions of that at certain access points?
Well, that's what they say is what a heart attack gun is. It's those little microwave things. Yeah.
They hit you with your heart explodes.
Mm-hmm. Clinton playbook.
The heart attack gun. That's crazy.
So this kid eventually gets to puberty, starts lifting weights. The guy comes in to like do his nightly pedophile shit, and he like swats his hand away. And Henkel would go and would like beat him, and the kid would like talk shit to him. He'd be like, "Yeah, good shot, good hit," which is pretty baller.
Or is he brainwashed?
No, he's saying it like taunting him. He's like, "Yeah, strong man." Like, it's like he's not doing damage anymore, or it's like.
Because he's not a kid anymore.
Yeah, he kind of like, he's probably like the dude's size now. The guy's like a little bit older probably at this point.
Yeah.
He's lifting weights. So he's like, listen, I'll take the beating if you don't.
Could he still leave at any point?
He can leave legally when he's 18.
But who knows what they're telling him? If you leave, you'll die.
He said he like didn't know how to think. It was his word. Yeah. And he said he wasn't until he was like in his mid-20s, something happened where he met this girl, and then like he went and hung out with her friends, and he's like, it was like I was being like taught how to be a person at like damn near 30, like how to interact and have like conversations, because he was just like could barely do life. You know, and then he started getting like rehabilitated or whatever.
It's rehabilitated. It's like when someone who's in prison gets to like a halfway house. You've been institutionalized.
It's more with that they don't know how to live in anywhere. This dude like doesn't know how to like. He only did what was ever put in front of him. Like he doesn't know how to think. Like, I should leave. Yeah. Like it's just. Hey, go over here, and then it goes over there. Like
exactly.
He said he didn't know how to like talk in sentences because he like wasn't around people that wasn't his foster dad, and who would just tell him shit, and he wouldn't talk back. So he like didn't. He would speak in like words and not sentences.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Jones said this was a CIA thing.
He said they were like in on it also, but that's what I mean. Like, it's. And there was a thing.
Doesn't post a link.
There was a thing after World War II or during World War II. I think it was like the Queen of England or somebody had something where they were trying to get kids out of Nazi occupied territories. And obviously you want to read that and think like, oh, that's a good thing. But then my fucked up head is like, damn, so was that just a thing to separate kids from their parents? Yeah. And then those kids just get shipped out to every kingdom and president?
Which could be what the Holocaust was also. You know what I mean? Like, it's all these crazy scenarios.
The thing I sent you and Allie.
The orphan trains.
They have, there's guys that are pronounced dead in the records going towards that 6 million. And then the guy's standing there going, I'm not dead. They go, that's odd.
Yeah, what an odd thing that is.
It's like, well, there's probably more than one clerical error, right?
Yeah. War Mode was saying the Catholic Church could have started the whole Epstein Caribbean island scheme, because apparently at some point all these Catholic churches, or like I guess the Catholic Church started buying up these islands in the Caribbean because priests would get so fucked up to where I don't know if they couldn't move them around anymore because they're touching kids and fucking with shit. They would just put them on these islands and be like, they're monsters. Get them away. Like, they put them on the island, and that's, wow, on paper. It's like, wow, he's marooned on a beautiful
I was going to say,
island.
It's not Siberian islands. No. It's tropical.
But apparently they had enough of these islands that they just created, like, a network of, like, child trafficking.
And it's crazy how...
Isn't that crazy?
Like, people keep talking about how many pedophiles there are now, which is crazy, but the thing that always... For all the things people want to get upset about, goddamn other countries' wars that don't really affect us and every little, identity politics bullshit, no one seems to make the missing kids their cause. There's like millions of children every year that go missing.
The migrant shit.
And it ruins people's lives. People never get over that their kid is missing. Yeah. No one wants to take that up as a cause and champion that, but we'll forever talk about trans in sports and fucking pronouns and fucking every other thing that's like, well, these all have clear middle grounds that we're choosing to not acknowledge and just yelling from both extremes.
Well, that's all it is that you have both sides of the extreme yelling, and like if you try to be in the middle, you're a fucking psycho. Like you're labeled as an asshole.
You get labeled a pussy for not taking a side, and it's like, oh yeah. You're right. You're a much stronger man sucking Trump's dick who's got Benjamin Netanyahu's dick in his mouth. Human centipeding yourselves.
Yeah, he fucked us. That's crazy.
He didn't really fuck us because he was never for us. He would have fucked us if he was for us at one point and he got taken over.
And the way in, it was looking good. We were smoking.
Yeah, but we were wrong.
We were smoking the hopium a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like he got compromised.
No, but no, like the narrative pushed it for where it was like, oh, okay, we thought he was going to be like.
Well, when you control the media.
Well, that's what I mean. No, yeah. It's fucked up.
You can really maneuver people where you want them to go.
I was bought in. I thought it was like, oh, he's going to chop off each head of the Leviathan.
You know that gay guy that's running for president?
No.
Pete Buttigieg.
Is he going to win? What side's he running on?
What side do you think?
Well, it depends.
What side do you think?
Is it the Dems?
Yeah. A gay guy? Yeah.
It depends. They might try to...
No, a trans could run on the Republican side, I think. Or a very not gay guy.
Like a closeted gay guy.
No, like a guy who fucks dudes but is like...
masculine about it.
Yeah, it's like a military guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, but they did a poll, the DNC did, on this Pete Buttigieg guy.
Yeah.
0% from black people.
Really?
0%.
They don't like that.
It's very funny, like how they present shit like, oh, you'll lose your black card if you don't vote Democrat. That's the party for you guys. And it's like, is it, motherfucker? Because you're doing some gay shit that we don't like.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's the party for black people.
They say that shit. They act like you're a fucking race traitor if you vote Republican.
Well, those are also the ones that are giving out all the welfare checks.
I saw a video of during COVID.
Which is a psyop in itself.
Fauci walking around with the mayor of whatever city they were in. And And they're going door to door asking people like, "Oh, have you got your vaccine?"
Oh, I saw this video.
And a couple of them are like so excited to see someone from TV, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And then some people are like, "I heard it like doesn't work," and they're like, "No, it works." And then one dude is straight up like, "Y'all paying people? That's how I know something's fucked up. Y'all paying people to take it." And he's like, "Well, I assure you, there's been 40 years of research." He's like, "What do you mean 40 years?
Yeah.
Shit came out yesterday."
Yeah, the other day. Yeah. No, that's fucked. That should be the name of this podcast. That's fucked.
Be good for the algorithm.
Yeah, that's what's actually fucked is the algorithm. That's why people don't see our beautiful content.
That's why we need the people to spread it and share it. A real grassroots effort.
Yeah. Eric, if you're still watching, thank you.
Yeah.
You are our number one fan. Probably
our sole patron of monetary value.
Our really only fan. And things are going to get better, man.
Do you have to put money in to be a fan? A lot of people say no. And I probably would have been one of those people until I lost my job. And now I think that the only way to show your fandom is to sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah, it's a sign for the Patreon.
Where, admittedly, there is nothing.
Yeah.
But it would support us.
Also, big change is coming. We don't even know what it is yet, but
we'll post some shit about it when it gets closer.
But you fuckers take care.